Good. So, hi everyone. Welcome to another Teach Me session. I am Adina, founder at Social Insider, and together with my two wonderful guests, I'm going to teach you TikTok strategy for B2B brands. I have with me two experienced guests. Kenya Kelly is a business consultant for TikTok, and Kate Skavish, CVO and co-founder at Wave.video. Hi and welcome, and thank you so much for being with me today.
Yeah.
Glad to be
Thank you
here.
for yeah, thank you for having us.
Thank you, thank you. So before getting starting, I'm going to let me introduce my guest for today. So Kenya Kelly is working with hundreds of business owners, teaching how to market their products and services using short videos, and Kate Skavish, CPO and co-founder at Wave.video. Wave.video is the easiest platform to make videos. It includes a live streaming studio, video editing, and much more, everything in one single platform. So I decided to host this new Teach Me and talk about TikTok because we did a study together with that video as a partner. We did a study about uh, TikTok performances in terms of engagement, in terms of view rate, songs versus original songs, and stuff like that. So I invited Kenya to join us and talk and guide us some and reveal some strategies for B2B, how to get started, how to measure your success on this platform, and so on. So my first question for you are, uh, my first question is how to get started with TikTok as a brand. I know that there are still let's say brands that aren't on this platform. They don't know how to use it, they don't understand the platform. So maybe after watching this live session, maybe we um, help them to understand the mechanics, how the algorithm works and stuff like that. So Kenya, can you guide us?
Sure. So, one of the first things is that it's important to know that TikTok is such a new platform to businesses that you can't just go into it in terms of like just looking at the business side of TikTok. You need to actually look at TikTok as a whole. Right. So I would tell someone to have someone as the founder or as the marketing team to have them actually, of course, download the app to their devices or their iPads or whatever and start actually looking at TikTok in general, first of all, like just setting up a profile, allowing yourself to watch what's happening on the For You feed, which is the feed where TikTok is pushing out content to you. Engage with the content that you're interested in, and then disengage the things that you're not. Because it's really important that first you have to understand the culture of the platform, because otherwise if you go into it you'll look at it like, what is going on here? It's a bunch of kids, this is foolishness, why is everybody lip syncing? You'll just have the wrong eyes around it, especially if your social media marketing strategy has always been Facebook and Instagram or things like that. But you have to come and go, like you have to abandon everything you think you know about TikTok, everything you think you know about social media marketing, because what's happening on TikTok is what's happening on no other platform. Well, it wasn't until they created Instagram Reels. And so it's a whole different world. Like it's like between Gen Z and Gen X or millennials, whatever. It's just two totally different worlds. And so you have to first come and understand and get to know, understand the culture of the platform. But also, don't just let your social media marketer be the one to do it, because if the higher up, corporate part of your business, if they're going to be the one that's going to make decisions, then you have to have an understanding of what's happening. Because otherwise, when your social media team comes to you with what they want to do, you're going to say, that's dumb, we're not doing that, because you don't understand what's going on.
Yeah, I think that I had the same experience with our social media team. So I have a new member in my team who wanted to starting doing something on TikTok. Let's say she already when we have our weekly meeting, he is only asking me, okay, when we should start on doing on TikTok. So I think that as you said, it's pretty important to understand that it's a platform based on what you are watching, on what are your interests. So it's not a platform based on what you are following. So it's a little shift between what we were used to see on Instagram, for instance, or Facebook, as you said.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And from like a brand perspective, and from like, if you think about your TikTok account as a brand and product, then it's always helpful to start with looking in the industry in general, identify influencers there, and follow and watch their videos. That's not only will help to train the algorithm, but it also will help you to learn what works in the industry in general. And then my next recommendation from the same point of view, watch at your competitors. What are they doing on TikTok? And then try to see what works well, and then only try to include those things into your strategy. I also suggest that you start to comment probably on videos on influencers, or share them so you will get noticed, and that will help you in the future to partner with them, because again, algorithm on TikTok actually amplifies those videos which have mentions. So start to work strategically and try to build up those network, those connections, which will help you in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, and copying in the beginning is fine, and until you really learn what is your personal style.
Yeah, I think that starting with some audience for your niche, look at your competitors if they are already there, understand how they are created content, understand how they are creating engaging videos, because it's, or maybe you look at the videos that I have let's say a higher view rate, and understand how they got that view rate. In terms of reasons why businesses should join on TikTok, what we should mention here?
You want to go first?
Me? Okay,
yeah
sure. First of all, again, from the brand perspective, I always think about the fact that you cannot tell your audience where to be. If your audience is on TikTok, you have to go to them, and you need to meet them there and invite them to your platform, right? So it's number one, go where people are. Number two, it's still very early on TikTok for brands. So if you join now, it's a very good time. Of course, the best time is today. It would be better to join it a year ago, but as of today, the best time to start it today, right? And even if you started today, you need to understand you are still early on the platform as a brand.
Yeah, and I'll say that there's over 1 billion people on this platform, and so like she was saying about people go where people are, it's like, but you also have to look at what is the data showing you, right? The data is showing you that people are spending way more time on TikTok than they are on Netflix or on Facebook or on Instagram. Look at the data from what is happening when you look at social media data. It's showing you that Facebook is saying Mayday, 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 SOS, somebody save us, which is why a year ago they created Instagram Reels, and then Facebook Reels came out, and which is why YouTube created YouTube Shorts. And now they've launched this massive monetization strategy to attract creators to YouTube, which is why Pinterest launched Pinterest Idea Pins, and they launched their so everybody's launching these short platforms, and they're saying, here's all this money, come to us. And from a technical standpoint right now, TikTok is like, we don't have to do that because everybody's already here with us, but they're not going to have a choice but to pay people too. But more people are spending their time on the TikTok platform. And we as businesses is that we want to get in front of those people. And so you could definitely run ads on TikTok and have an organic strategy, but it's just really important to know, like, if people are spending way more time there, then I have to be where they are. And because of the stats that came out showing the attention span of the average person is between 8 and 11 seconds. And so people are consuming content, very bite-sized, short pieces of content, whereas a lot of times we would watch these 30-minute long Facebook Live videos. I still do them, but people, if they're able to watch bite-sized pieces of your content or your ad or what have you, they're able to learn a lot more about you very quickly or get interested very quickly. And that's also going to allow you to be more creative with your marketing strategy, because now instead of you having to figure out these super long commercials to create, now you're learning how to create short pieces of content. But not only that, like she was talking about influencers earlier, you know, on TikTok, like you have way more influencers that are creating content on the TikTok platform creatively. It's like some of these people are like creative geniuses, the way that they're just creating fun, creative content in their living rooms. And so you're able to find models. So like typically you would have to hire a model, photographer, videographer, event space, and all that in order to shoot a commercial. But now you can pay somebody X amount of dollars who is already has the lighting, has a presence, is used to creating content, and they can be the face. So like me personally, I became this accidental influencers where brands started to reach out to me, paying me 5 figures and five figures just for one 15-second video, because I speak well, I record, I edit, and I'm able to create pieces of content, and I'm able to give it to them, and now they can run it as an ad.
Yeah. So I think that what TikTok did in the past is actually change the way the algorithm works. So basically, if on Facebook or on Instagram, the power is still on brands, the brands have the power. On TikTok, the influencers have the power. So I think that once the TikTok came out and attracted actually a lot of people, and a lot of people spending time within the platform and watching the videos, actually they change the way we should look at social media. So on TikTok, we don't speak about brands mostly. We speak about influencers, which I think in the future, I believe that will no longer be the brand. The brand will not have the power. Actually, the influencer will have the power to sell services or products for a specific brand. Another thing why businesses should join on TikTok is that they get a huge brand awareness right now. So if your audience is a fit with the audience that you are targeting, with the audience that is on TikTok, I think you can get a huge engagement. You can get a huge brand awareness right now. The engagement is around 6.7 based on our Social Insider data, so which is the highest engagement across all other social networks. So it's important to keep in mind that it's free. So basically, if you have a strategy on how to create content and you succeed at creating catchy videos and tailored for TikTok, you will get a huge engagement and exposure for your brand.
As I listened to both of you, I realized I have 2 more points to add into the conversation. First of all, TikTok right now is in the stage when they grow their audience, and they don't really apply any squeezing out money mechanisms, which we can see on Facebook and on the other platforms. And I think it's the best time for brands to use advantage of it and use it this time when platform expands and allowed everyone to join for free. And it's very, very important point right now. It's not going to be like that for long. So take advantage of this time and join now. And second thing about content, of course, if somebody with huge account helps you to, start up your own account and influence on TikTok, it's super great. And again, right now it's less expensive than it will be in a year, so do it now. But another thing, what you can do, you can hire same influencers, and if you already have like videos on YouTube, on other platforms, you may review and select just the best moments. Sometimes it's fun moments, sometimes it's value delivering moments when you talk about some very important things, and cut it short and repurpose it. And again, we as a brand, Wave.video, we support this repurposing mechanism, and people often do short form videos out of longer ones. But it's also something that you as a content strategist or as a brand should look into. You might already have content, you just need to repurpose it and deliver it to a new platform.
Yeah.
And partnering with influencers is the best way to do it.
Yeah. I saw this strategy on influencer mostly, that because they delivered other, let's say they are doing lives, they are participating as a podcast guests. So simply they cut those part of those videos and repurpose to TikTok. So this is going to the other questions about TikTok strategy for B2B brands. So in the beginning, you start, as you said, Kate, you start with searching your competitors, perform an audit for your niche, understand what's working and maybe what's not working. What we should do, what brands actually should do next?
Well, yeah. So as you learn what is working in your industry, and as you learn who are influencers on TikTok in your industry, then it's a good idea to connect with these people and try to be engaged in cross-promotional activities, so that in the beginning, when you don't have many followers and you don't have influence on TikTok, you might want to pay those people, but as you grow your brand, it would be easier for you to do these cross-promotional activities with a similar size accounts, basically. And I think you should keep this goal in mind when you do your strategy. And I think replicating and maybe even copying some successful initiatives of other influencers, brands, other accounts on TikTok, it would be helpful. But again, you need to remember that whatever you watch on TikTok as a brand is influence the algorithm. So be careful with what you're watching when you under your brand account. Because it's
I think this is
simple, very easy to get carried away and spend an hour doing like not on brand activities, and you need to be aware of it.
Yeah, I think this is a great advice for social media managers. So maybe switching between profiles when searching for content ideas for the brands that you manage and when you are for your personal account. So I think, searching the influencer for your niche, and then create campaigns with them to maybe start a campaign with a branded hashtag, and to get some views, to get some impressions for that specific hashtag. Of course, you have to start and create an account and create content. Maybe in the beginning are not the greatest ones, but keep doing that, because it's important to be consistent. So let's say on average people post 20 TikTok, on average brands post 20 videos per month. So maybe one every 2 days, it's fine to publish on TikTok. Anything else, Kenya, that you would like to add?
So one of the things that I would just say about a couple of things. One, there's a lot of brands that are on TikTok, but they don't have a regular account. So you can run ads on TikTok without having a regular account. You can have like the mobile device account. You don't necessarily have to have a mobile device account to run ads on TikTok if that's what you want to do. You can have just a ads.tiktok account where you're just running ads from, if that's an interest of you. The second thing that I want to say is that, one of the biggest mistakes that businesses are making on TikTok and with influencers is they're feeling like they can do this, like pay them pennies, knowing that we're going to actually make a bunch of money from this content. But I'm a business consultant, but I'm also an influencer. We have gotten wind of that, and we have started to really, really expose brands on TikTok. Typically, I don't say a brand name, but I had somebody come for me recently and they called me a scam, and I said, okay, we're just gonna go ahead and showcase this on TikTok real quick. And so it's because someone wanted to give me $50 and then give me an item, and it's like, dude, you're gonna make over $100,000 when I create this video. And so we are aware of the power that we have, and not in terms of how much money you can pay us, but how much money you're going to generate through the videos that I create for you. So it's really, really, really important that you have a conversation with the influencer about what they typically charge, and just be prepared to pay their asking rate or just maybe a little bit less, because there's just, there's a lot of people that don't know it, don't know what their rate should be, and there's a lot of them that do. So it's just important to just be mindful of that before you start, going the influencer route. But also, you don't necessarily, if you don't want to create content on your account as a brand, you don't have to or what have you, but it is advantageous if you do from a organic marketing strategy. And if you are, if you don't know how to do that, then I would encourage you to look at, your competitors may not even be there on TikTok right now because it's not as many brands there as it is regular creators. But you do want to look at just brands in general who are killing it. Like the number one brand that I think kills it on TikTok every single day is Later. Later is a social media scheduling app. I would strongly encourage you to go to their account. They do a phenomenal job with their account every single day, and they're not actually creating. It's like the influencers that they have brought on board are creating.
Yeah. Of course, there are other brands in other industries. Later is a tool for application services, but there are, let's say, Duolingo, which I think it's another popular brand, and here in Europe.
Speaking of Dolina, I actually I've seen it in your research, but I knew this brand recently because they kind of new brand, but they get ahead of top industry leader, which is TOEFL, and they kind of ahead of it. And I don't know how much TikTok played in it, but it's unbelievable what happened in a recent year for this particular brand. And I was like, wow.
Yeah,
I'm not surprised they so popular and growing so fast because of this account.
Yeah, I think that the platform rewards you if you are from the beginning. So you get some traction. The platform pushes you in front of other people in their feed, and you get some reward just being from the beginning. In terms of industries, let's say I know that news and entertainment, I think, is the most, let's say, active platform on TikTok. Should every business be on TikTok?
Yes. I don't even need to know what the business is. The answer is yes, because you're talking about people. You're talking about people that are there, and everybody is on TikTok. When you look at the demographics, there are people there that are 9 years old, and there are people there that are 80 something years old. I always talk about Old Man Steve. That's his name of his account. He's got 1.5 million followers. He's like 82 years old. And he's a powerful creator on TikTok. And so, but you've got 1.2 million people that said, we want to watch Old Man Steve make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, right? You've got 70-year-old ladies who are crocheting. You got all these different people that are there. And these are just a few people that are creating, but like you have millions and millions of people that are there just watching, and everybody is interested in different things. Like I guarantee you that if you looked at the three of our algorithms, they look nothing alike. Like what's on our feed, it looks nothing alike because of our interests are very, very different. And then sometimes you can just hit somebody with a video that has nothing to do with their general interests, and now you caught them going down this rabbit hole. So like my page shows one thing, but I start seeing this couple who they're always having like paintball fights in their house. They're scaring each other and they're just having these like, and I had never had an interest in anything like that, but now I am caught down their web, always looking for their stuff plus my interest. And so no matter what your business is, whether you are John Deere selling tractors or you are a real estate agent, everybody is there consuming content and they're just waiting for you to show up.
Mm-hmm. And another kind of argument why people don't want to be on TikTok sometimes is that they are local business. And what I say to those people, even if you are local, you have local businesses around you which you can partner with and elevate each other and help each other to sell products, because algorithm of TikTok supports collaboration, and that's something that you always have to have in mind. You will do better if you collaborate with somebody.
Yeah, and TikTok just introduced location tagging. So, and I know that's a feature, and that's helping people to actually reach the people that are around them. But if you have a TikTok business account, there's even more like functionalities of a way to help you to be able to reach people in your local stream, because it didn't used to be that way for like 2 years, and TikTok, of course, they enhanced it, and they're enhanced it even more.
Yeah, so there is more and more reasons to be on TikTok, right? Because they're trying to support businesses as well.
Correct.
That's good to know. It's new information. Thank you.
My question my next question for you is, we know that for content creators, it's pretty easier to create viral content. Can a brand replicate this? Can a brand create viral content on TikTok?
My answer is yes, because creating viral content is not necessarily just about the funny creators that are doing whatever. It's really about creating pieces of content that draw people in initially, keep them watching, and then make them watch over and over and over again. There's so many creative methods for doing that. So I saw Chipotle in 2020. There was this sound that people were using on TikTok for whatever they were using it for. And TikTok, not TikTok, but Chipotle, you know how we are typically with Chipotle eaters. We love Chipotle. We'll say, okay, I'm going to eat some now, and then I'll save it for later. Well, TikTok used this thing that we do where we'll go right back to Chipotle. We won't like save it for later. They use that behavior that's relevant and relatable to those of us that are addicted to Chipotle. They use the sound that was popular on TikTok, had somebody create a piece of content, added it to the sound. Video goes super viral because it was, one, it was relatable. 2, it was native to the platform. And then 3, the sound that they used to go along with it made sense. And we wanted to not only watch it again, but we wanted to send it to our friends that are also addicted to Chipotle.
Yeah.
So, quick question. I just want to pick your brain while you're here, since you know so much about what works and what goes viral. So, what would you recommend to try to focus on creating content which people watch again and again, or put more efforts into thinking about how to make it more shareable, what people would like to share with their friends? Or
yeah, so I would focus on both. I wouldn't necessarily only go with the strategy of looping, because like the thing about virality, yes, if you're looping it, TikTok is like, oh, she watched it again, let me push it out more. But things go even the more viral because like it's so relatable that you shared it with a friend and you shared it with another friend, and then they keep sharing it with more and more and more and more and more friends. And so I would say focus on a strategy. Like it's like, I wouldn't just do one or two things. It's like I would do, okay, this one we're going to actually serve. We're going to reach people in their hearts. And it's going to cause you to go, oh, I want to see that again, or I want to share it. Two, you could do something that is fun and comical, but that's relatable, but also will sell the product. Because if it's fun, it's comical, it's unexpected, you did something that people did not expect you're going to do, they're going to watch it again. That's like just last night I was watching some video of some girl that the text said, my husband said he wanted to see me in that little black dress again, right? It's the text on screen. And you saw her in these like 5-inch, all you saw was her leg, black stockings and 5-inch heels. And then when the sound changed, she had on a full Halloween outfit of the guy from Scream, the little movie with like the little face, and she's dancing. And I am laughing uncontrollably because I was not expecting, I was looking for the little black dress. I watched it over and over again. I shared it and I gave it to a friend, you know, because of what it was doing. And so like a company can do, it's like the unexpected things, but also the things that cause a loop. So it's like, there's lots of little things you can do. And I wouldn't try to focus on all of them in every video, but just know that if a loop happens, TikTok says, ooh, watch time, they watch that thing over and over again. Ooh, if they shared it, ooh, people are watching this, you know, so stuff like that.
Thank you.
Okay.
I think that my last question, because we are on almost we have to finish. So my last question for you is how to measure success on TikTok. Okay, we look at the total plays, we look at the engagement, we look at the shares. What else should we look at?
Me personally, I have tracking links for everything. Right. So on TikTok, like my link in bio, every link that's in there is a tracking link. So if you're leading to KeaKelly.com, there's a tracking link that says KeaKelly.com/TT TikTok. And so if a person came from TikTok and they bought something, I can look back at my tracking and go, all this traffic came from TikTok. So for me, when I look at success on TikTok, I'm looking at how many people are opting into my email list and how many people are buying from TikTok, because otherwise we will get caught into, oh, we got these many views on this video, or we got these many shares, these many followers. But ultimately, when I think about a business, we don't really care about that. We want to know, how is this effort contributing to our opt-ins, that's contributing to our actual sales?
I think that for established business, it's important to have the full funnel. But I think in the early days when you're starting, of course, you should look maybe at the top funnels metrics, and then try to convert those people that are watching and rewatching your TikToks more and more, and convert them into opt-in emails.
Well, honestly, I feel like an established business will have a whole lot more depth of a funnel. They'll have like all these different things. But I feel like a brand, it's like for me, I'm more like a business consultant too. When I'm teaching new people with their business, I'm like, before you post that first video on TikTok, what is your opt-in? And I'm like, I don't care if all you have is a downloadable PDF, right? I'm teaching them from the beginning. You want to have something that they can opt into. So someone is a makeup brand, all they have is one lipstick, or they have a coming soon lipstick. I tell them, get the one-page site, maybe not a full website, but get a one-page site together that says, hey, your first order is 40% off, that they can opt into, because people don't understand the power of the TikTok platform. Your first video could go super viral. And if you're not preparing yourself for opt-in, you lose it all. I watched a lady who was in network marketing. She had this product that, you know, we've all seen it, where she had big bags in her eyes. She put it underneath her lip there. 2 minutes later, the bags were gone. This lady's video hit millions and millions and millions of views. 0 link in her bio. She lost all of that by not just the one simple thing from the beginning. So you don't have to have the big funnels and all that, but at least be able to capture, you know, because I had a lady, we gave her one strategy for her business. Video went super viral. She got 20,000 people to join her email list from one video.
Yep.
Unbelievable. Wow. Yeah. And what would you suggest? What is the average percentage rate? For example, if my video got super viral and I get 1 million views, so what would be the number of opt-outs out of this?
So I don't think that there's actually an average, because it depends upon why the video went viral and who was watching the video. Because sometimes you could go viral because everybody disagrees with you and they're all like fighting in the comments, of which I like that. I'm like, sometimes I do controversial things just to get the comments going. But I wouldn't say that it's like 50% or anything. I would say maybe on the low end, 5%. But it depends upon what in the world happened in that video, what you're saying, what you're offering. You could have a 90% opt-in rate. It just really depends on, what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what I would like to say that 5% is a great number, because this is very focused audience and very determined, because it's like extra step. Not only watch this video, but make an effort, click on that link and do something else that you ask them to do. So it's a lot. I would say 5%
for sure.
in this case. But imagine if your video watched like 2 million people. 2% is very significant. Yeah, if you think 5%.
You just never know. It's amazing when I think about TikTok. It's like, it blows my mind, this platform.
I have another question here. So how, let's say, we should include a CTA at the end of every video and invite people to, I don't know, to download something or to get something from our bio, or maybe some videos should have a specific object with a different CTA, another one should have a CTA with, hey, get this offer or stuff like that. What's your recommendation here, Kenya?
So one thing to know is TikTok is not a fan of us saying, click the link in my bio. They used to did not care, but now they are not a fan. And so you've got to find creative ways of getting people to the link in your profile. So that's why one of the things I tell people is that immediately optimize your bio. Like, tell people who you are, what you offer, and then have a CTA in your bio. Right? On my videos, for the most part, I'm no longer saying, click the link in my bio. I may say, visit my page for more tools, right? And when they visit my page for more tools, it's telling them what to do, right? Because like the text on screen, the algorithm doesn't like it, or the software doesn't like it. Saying click the link in my bio, it doesn't like it. I think it's because they want you to run more ads, which makes sense to me why a business would do that. But also, one of the things that I do is I may have a little sticker, because TikTok likes it when you're using their stickers, and I may have a sticker that says link in bio. But a lot of times, what I will say is, for more information, visit my profile, or I will say comment below for more details. Now, the downside of that is that if 100,000 people comment, then you've got to slowly start commenting back to 100,000 people, which is a lot of people. And with TikTok, they don't like bots and robots. And so you can't comment to 100 people like this, because the algorithm, the platform is going to say, hey, you're commenting too much. You're saying the same thing too much. Slow down. And if you keep going, they're going to penalize you for 12 hours where you can't comment anything. But what is coming with TikTok right now, which I'm like so excited about, is the direct messaging feature. So over the last couple of months, I've watched TikTok go from nobody can DM you until you follow them and they follow you back. Then I saw where it says message requests, and message requests means that they're testing people's ability to comment, to send you a DM, and then you can either accept it or decline it. And people were like, no, that's not happening. Well, just last month, a girl sent me a DM for the link for my 3-day challenge. I don't follow her and she doesn't follow me, and I was able to give her a clickable link in my DM, and all of that's happening right now. So that's my big recommendation. Once that happens, it's like, I'll tell everybody, send me a DM, because I can have my social media manager talk to them in DM, or once they partner with ManyChat, then I can have DM automation set up. But that's like, I think it's all happening.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Kate and Kenya, for sharing all these insights. I hope that we guide somehow the social media managers and the strategies on how to get started with TikTok. It's not easier. I think it's not for everyone, but it's the way to. Now is the moment to be there, to capitalize on your brand awareness, and to get the rewarding from the platform. Of course, you can start with by creating an account. You can start by starting with ads. My personal advice here is to start with both of them. Don't try to use only ads without a profile. Combine those, use both tactics, ads and organic content. Because on the long run, people wanted to find more about you, they discuss about you within the platform. It's better for you to have a place for them where they should discuss, where they can send you a DM, and so on. Yeah, I think it was a pretty helpful discussion for everyone. My last
learned a lot. Thank you, Kenya.
Yeah, my last question is where people can find you, Kenya, on TikTok.
Yeah. So you guys, you can find me pretty much every single where at Kenya Kelly. So it's KEENYA KELLY. You can find me there on Instagram, on TikTok, and my website is kenyakelly.com.
Okay. And Kate, any updates from wave.com video?
Wave.video. Yeah, so on wave.video, you easily can place stickers on the video, and those could be custom stickers, which may say, click link in bio, comment more for details, let's talk in DM, and so on and so forth. You can repurpose your existing content on our platform too, and there are all possible formats. You can reformat from horizontal to vertical, which works better, of course. And wave.video, that's our platform. And if you want reach me, so Kate Skavish on LinkedIn, that's probably the best way to contact me, or join wave.video Facebook group. We have a large and very active community, and I'm part of it. So
thank you. I already added the links here as a comments where people can find you. Thank you so much for your time and for your ideas, and have a great day or evening.
Thank
you.
you.
And
thank you for inviting us. Have a great day too.
Bye.